Mr. Spears, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On March 18th, officers.
All right, let's set the scene. Judge Fleischer. He's been on the bench for years, and he does not play games. Mr. Spears is looking at up to 6 months for driving with a suspended license. But here's the kicker. This isn't his first rodeo. The toll system flagged his vehicle for owing over $1,400. That's how they caught him. So the question is, was he just unlucky, or has he been pushing his luck for a while? Let's see what his driving record looks like. Spoiler, it's not pretty.
On traffic enforcement at the Harris County Toll Road, received an alert from the Harris County Transit Authority IMS system, which told them that a prohibited vehicle had passed through the South Hardy Plaza Toll Road booth. The prohibited vehicle was known to owe an outstanding amount of $1,416. The officer observed the vehicle traveling southbound on the Hardy Toll Road and caught up with the vehicle and conducted a traffic stop. The defendant gave his license and informed officers that he did not have insurance. The driver's license came back as ineligible, and dispatch advised the defendant that he had advised that the defendant had prior convictions of no financial responsibility and had no driver's license.
Mr. Spears, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license, please?
Yes, sir.
I just signed it. You're on probation in this court. You've now picked up a new case. I've now signed it. A warrant has now been issued for your arrest. You're now going into custody. It goes with you. Will you please appoint him a lawyer?
It is not eligible, Your Honor.
You're not to drive. I will have you sign an affidavit promising me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. Unless you have valid liability insurance in your name and a Texas driver license, you're not allowed to drive. Do you understand, Mr. Spears?
Good morning, I'm approaching on CJ Spears.
Yes.
So a couple things in this case. One, we wanted to ask the court for a bond reduction. It was set today at $5,001. And two,
Refresh my memory. Is this the one where he let the gun out and a child was killed?
Yes, Your Honor, and the state would be opposed to this.
okay.
You know, now you're just,
So, I mean, the MAJ basis is driving under invalid license. And then there's a technical about a education skill level for evaluation. So, I mean, nonviolent charges. He came to court today on his own. He's not trying to run from anything.
it's an arraignment setting, right?
But nonetheless, he still came to court on his own. He's not trying to run from anything. He knew that he was on deferred. He knew that he picked up a new case, but yet he still showed up to court, not trying to flee. And this is a driving with invalid license, not the most serious charge, but yet it's still a new charge. I understand that. $5,001 bond. He's currently working at Amazon. He supports his girlfriend and his two remaining kids after the unfortunate accident. He's the breadwinner for the house. He's been at Amazon for 8 months, asking the court to at least reduce the bond so he can remain working, taking care of his family, taking care of his responsibilities. He owes a couple $100 to DPS, which would allow him to get a license. So
Run his license, will you? Do you mind?
Yes, Your Honor, I have it up now. It's,
Did you pull the driving record?
$205.
so
The record also. Let's see, any tickets,
So it looks like it's a lot of the no insurance or canceled insurance.
anything recent?
That no insurance was from June of 2024, was the last one. There was another driving without a license back in 2024, department suspension. And then a lot of from anywhere between 2024 and all the way to 2017, there was just surcharge. There was also the conviction for expired driver's license.
When are all these? What's the date?
2022 was the offense date for the expired driver's license. 2022, no motor vehicle insurance, failed to drive in a single lane, Class Cs. No motor vehicle insurance. 2020, Violate promise to appear 2018, drive without lights when required 2017, no vehicle insurance 2017, no driver's license 2017, violate promise to appear 2016, change lanes when unsafe 2016, motor vehicle liability insurance 2016, unrestricted solid safety seat violation 2016.
And Judge, if, the least restrictive conditions in this case, based on the new law violation, would be restricting driving, no driving condition. That would be the, the least restrictive, outside of financial means.
Here's what I do. Here's what I'd like to do.
Please bring to you after your. All right, so I thought.
What?
Is recommended effective decision.
No, what I want to do is I want to drug test him. I want to see if he's using. That's what I'd like to do. So what I'll do now is I'm going to grant him a PR bond right now, and I'm going to send him for a drug and alcohol test.
So,
Because I want to know if he's using any kind of dope.
so,
And then what we'll do is, he never did the educational skill level, huh?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm going to tell him he's got 2 weeks to get that done. And if he doesn't, do you mind bringing him out?
Judge, on the adjudicating case,
Would it be easier to send him to test now on your case, or on her case?
well,
Because all you have to do is just create the order, right? Would it be
do you
easier?
have the warrant? Because if he has the warrant,
gonna
absolutely the
reinstate.
things,
I
we'll
was in
take
the
them in.
Did you graduate from high school?
Sir,
Did you graduate from high school?
I dropped out in like 12th grade.
To get that done. It's unacceptable that you don't even have a high school diploma. And I'm telling you now that if you mess with us one more time, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand me? I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test. First, I want you back tomorrow so we can work on having you complete probation successfully. Number one, completing the educational skill level. And number two, working on getting your GED. Because that's the most important thing in your life at this moment. Do you understand? Okay, I'm going to grant you a limited PR bond right now. Anything else, if I...
Did he just say, lose my Shisa? Yes, he did. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically, I'm going to lose my mind. Judge Fleischer is dead serious here. He just granted Spears a PR bond, meaning he gets out without paying cash, but with one massive condition: do not drive. Not for Amazon, not for his girlfriend, not for anyone. And look at the warning, you're looking at a year in jail. That's not a threat, that's a promise. Let's see if Mr. Spears actually listens.
find that you drive, I'm going to lose my Shisa. Do you understand? You are not allowed to drive. I don't care what it is, where you're going, who for. You're not allowed to drive for Amazon. You're not allowed to drive for anyone. Do you understand? And if I find that you do, you're looking at a year in jail. Do you understand? Okay. I will grant the PR bond now. I'm sending you to test, and then I want him back here tomorrow so we can craft a plan going forward.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Wow. Come on up.
Good morning. Almost afternoon. How you doing today?
Man, so great to see you.
Look, Judge, it's good to see you. You know, I don't normally come down here.
We welcome you. Really. It's just been too long.
It has. I saw you the other day. I tried to get your attention. You were coming. Who were you walking with? Looked like y'all were coming from lunch. May have been coming from Tree Beers. I'm not sure.
Wow.
But
You have something with us?
I do. I have a fugitive matter.
Okay.
So Ronnie Lewis is on docket today, Judge. Even though he's from here, apparently got stopped by a state trooper for a matter out of Louisiana. He missed his arraignment date. My understanding was they were recalling that warrant there, but Madam Prosecutor checked, the warrant is still active. So I'm asking that he get a bond so he can make that arraignment court date. I just was advised that the state is asking for no bond.
And here's the thing. I've given him a bond before. It's not my first rodeo with him.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And
we got those cases taken care of, though.
I know, dude's dangerous, man. I mean,
Judge, these are not.
Robbery?
Well, the robbery is actually, I'm on the robbery. The robbery is going to be hopefully dismissed because he didn't do that.
Guys, do you mind bringing out Mr. Lewis? So just hold on. Let's bring him out so he can, because it's only fair that he gets to hear this.
I gotta hear somebody.
You know I love you.
Yeah, no, I understand, Judge. You gotta do your job.
This is a third. How many fugitive cases has dude had?
I've seen 2 prior ones here, Judge.
I remember one out of California. We got that taken care of. I think that matter was disposed of. Might have been dismissed. I wasn't on it, but now we obviously have this one out of Opelousas for, I think it's possession of marijuana and
Spears is single officer possession from methazine and then money derived from drug sales.
the old money laundering case.
He also had a prior fugitive for a robbery case on.
It should show one.
Oh, that was the other one. Yes.
How you doing? Lewis, you know, I'm bringing you out here now because we're talking about you, and it's only fair that you get to hear what we're talking about.
Sir.
I will tell you that nothing in life makes me more unhappy than having to keep someone in custody. I don't like to put people in jail. I don't get off on it. There are a lot of judges that do, you know? I don't like it. And if I can keep someone out, then I try, you know, because jail sucks. But some people get it and just some people don't get it, you know? And while I really don't know you, the way I get to know you is how you are on paper, because that really tells me who you are. Are you a nice guy? Are you a danger to the community? Do you hopscotch criminality with the states like you're playing hopscotch? Not
Ain't never went.
anymore.
Yeah. Oh, listen, man.
And look, I don't want you to say anything because I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, right? It's little rainbows and gumdrops and this, but this is the third fugitive case we had.
I want to take care
I
of.
will tell you that I absolutely love your lawyer. I mean, but with a third fugitive case,
Take care.
not only that, you have an open robbery. You done now just picked up a burglar of a motor vehicle here, they filed it today.
Yes, sir. As a result of being in custody, it was a case from January, but we just filed today. We did get a bond on that, but
You scare me. You really, really do. You know, you look young too. That's probably the worst part about this. I mean, what are you, like 26, 27 years old? You know, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And that's just here. I really hope that it doesn't take a 50-year or a bullet to help you realize that can't keep it up. Something's going to happen, man. You know, I can't. It's a third. If you want to say something, I'm happy to hear you out.
I would, Judge. I do understand the court's concern, and obviously it's something that, as the fugitive judge, to take into consideration. And you're right, this is our third time being before you. Unfortunately, I do know the matters in California have been resolved, and bond is supposed to ensure a person's appearance in court. Mr. Lewis has not had a problem with going to those states, appearing in court, coming back here as ordered by this court to show that he is handling his business. With this matter in Opelousas, this is a case that they just indicted. They sent a summons out. Apparently, he did not receive a summons. we had it on good authority yesterday that they were going to recall that and just reissue a new court date since it wasn't.
If they do
granted.
that, then that lifts the hold.
Then, right, that solves
So,
everything.
I don't know if you can get over there and get them to say, hey, lift it, reissue it, because if that happens, the hold releases, you make bond on the B&B and then
Correct,
he needs to
correct.
do what he needs to do.
For the sake of, Judge, I would ask if the court would entertain a $30,000 bond, but if not, I do understand what my other alternative is, which might actually save him some money and do that, but I do want to be heard on that bond, and I would ask that bond be set at $30,000.
I can't. You scare me. And I tell you now, with me, I don't do it twice. It just, and now it's a third, just not, I can't. You scare me, Mr. Lewis, really. All I want in life, all I want are my streets to be safe. Every single day, someone's dying around here. But one, I can't.
Did he just say, lose my Shisa? Yes, he did. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically, I'm going to lose my mind. Judge Fleischer is dead serious here. He just granted Spears a PR bond, meaning he gets out without paying cash, but with one massive condition. Do not drive. Not for Amazon, not for his girlfriend, not for anyone. And look at the warning, you're looking at a year in jail. That's not a threat, that's a promise. Let's see if Mr. Spears actually listens.
Thank you, Judge.
So, yeah, I mean, has he waived? Has he refused?
Yes, he waived on the 25th.
Okay, so he's got 1 day credit. I will tell you this, the good news for you is that we have so many buses coming in from in and out of Louisiana that if you make bond on the B&B case, you'll probably be back in Louisiana within the next 3 days. So the only thing that needs to happen, the problem is now we're told because he's not made bond on his misdemeanor case because it just got filed.
It just got filed, Judge, and we're
Big
working on that
bond.
now.
That lifts the toll. And then I'm telling you, we have buses in Louisiana coming to pick up people 2 times a week. So he'll be out, look at his plate, unless you can get that whole lift.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I will also note that he has an investigative hold prisoner hold. Jay did talk to me earlier that I should be gone before April, the next April setting of the other cases, but that is also holding him on extradition until the
An investigative hold for what?
It's
The B&B?
investigative hold prisoner. I don't know what it is off the top of my
So
head.
HPD has a hold on him for some reason. I have no idea. I've seen this maybe one time. It says literally investigative hold prisoner by HPD.
Okay.
have
They
no
only
idea.
got a certain amount of time. They got to either make, else to get off the pot. So we'll
I
deal
don't
with
know.
that.
I mean, your best bet, talk to Day because he'll tell you more what that means because I just don't know.
Okay.
He's already waived, so that part's done. Try to get the bond upstairs and then that way we can get.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I'm going to go in the back.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I have Mr. Jones back on docket. He did his TRAS.
Jones, which Jones? I don't remember.
Joshua Jones.
Oh, okay.
The TRAS came back. I think they recommended outpatient treatment. I believe so.
Yes. Okay.
They recommended outpatient with 2 open DWI.
They recommended
Okay, so I'm gonna do it because I told you I would do whatever they do. But if he mucks it up, he's going into an inpatient. That'll be used as a sanction.
Okay. Will you take a year probation?
What do you think, State?
I'm sorry, I don't have.
This is Jones, Joshua Jones. He has 2 open DWIs. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find that.
I think 2 years is appropriate so that we know.
Judge, you know what spot that puts me in. We can go to trial and get the same thing.
Okay. On 2? 15 months.
Okay, that's.
I'll talk to him.
It'll still be under. All
But
right, sounds good.
I don't know. He's gonna get tested a lot,
Yeah,
you know?
I will.
He's using.
No, I'll be back.
Judge, I feel the assessment to have been going to Essex and move on.
What is the violation?
Alcohol and weed. I have done everything in my power to try to keep you out of custody. You have two open DWIs. I was now going to grant the fact that you had negotiated an intensive outpatient treatment. You now are testing positive for alcohol and marijuana while you're on bond for this case. And I have told you repeatedly that you are at no tolerance, Mr. Jones.
I don't do drugs. Period and point blank.
I have here,
Don't say anything. Can I get a copy of the bond violations before we discuss
Is it
it?
impending?
it's in ready for judge.
I don't know why it's not cool.
March 13th, the results were confirmed by the lab for alcohol and THC. Oh, wait. Joshua Dante Jones, right? Joshua Dante Jones?
It just,
This has got, I don't know, something's wrong here.
I'm not understanding. I'm not saying.
Something's wrong. Oh. We need to put pretrial services on probation, man.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it says here, Mr. Jones,
I don't see it in ready for judge.
no, it's wrong. It's wrong. Let me see it. It's wrong. Let me see. Yeah, it's wrong.
Okay.
It's a Joshua Dante.
Okay.
It's the exact same.
Okay.
You're good.
So we're good.
Hey,
It wasn't you. We're good.
that's not you.
Let's go talk again.
Sorry to scare you.
Let's go talk.
He's good.
Judge, you stated this was in ready for judge?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Was it an error on our end?
I want to apologize for getting mad at you. I had the wrong person, so it wasn't you. So I'm sorry for raising my voice and getting upset with you. And the reason I got so upset was because you have two open DWIs. It's serious business. It's not and so if I see someone that has those kind of cases that are open and then they start having more violations, that really tells me that there's a problem, which is not your case. I mean, I haven't seen any violations, which I'm hoping it stays that way. The idea is that you learn something when you get here, so you leave better than you came, because the last thing we want is for you to become a statistic. We have enough of that. We don't want any more. We don't want any more death on our streets. That's exactly what we're trying to prevent. And everything we do now here is to help you and give you the tools to make you better when you go out in the world, so that you think next time, if you do want to get lit, right? If you want to have 32 shots of tequila, 52 joints, or whatever it may be, right? That you think before getting into a car. Because God forbid, it's that one mistake that you dig such a hole you never crawl out of. That's the idea. You've worked a great deal here, really, where they're going to dismiss one of your DWIs. You're pleading to the other one. Nevertheless, when an officer pulls you over, the first thing they do, what do you think they do? They look at your record because they want to know who they're dealing with. If they look at your record and they go up to you in the car and they smell alcohol or dope, it's probably not going to go well. So the idea is, if you're going to get lit, if you're going to have that, be like that, take an Uber. Do you understand? The agreement that you've worked out is, like I said, they're going to dismiss one of the DWIs. You're pleading guilty to one of the DWIs, so it will go on your record. You are now entering into an agreement, a plea bargain with the state. The agreement is 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of the agreement, you will do a DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels, You will do a TRAS with conditions. You have already done the TRAS. The TRAS has recommended intensive outpatient treatment followed by supportive outpatient treatment, which is good. I'm telling you, I thought they were going to order you to do inpatient treatment. That's what I thought they were going to do. So this is great for you because you're not going into lockup. But understand, it's not easy. You have to get it done. If you don't, you understand. No drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. Guardian interlock, a $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and 25 hours of community service. I will make you a deal. Your license is now suspended. I had them look it up to see whether you can drive or not. You can't drive now because your license is suspended. It's suspended until 2026 as to what they state saw and looked up. If you get your license back, I will waive that community service for you. I would rather you spend the time to try to get your license back and get liability insurance, car insurance. If you do, I'll take off the 25 hours of community service. You understand? If you fail at this agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to bring you back out. We're going to have a talk about whether you violated this probation. If you do, you're looking at 180 days in jail. You understand?
Stop.
The worst possible thing you can do is just take off. If you do, that's an instant warrant. The other worst possible thing, if you pick up another DWI. If you do, I'm just going to lose even more hair. Don't. Really. If you ever have a problem, come back, talk to us. We can always work it out. There's never nothing that we can't work out. Anything can be worked out. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. I'm not going to suspend your license. It's already suspended because of the ALR hearing. So don't just start driving until you get it back. Because you don't have a license, we're going to order you to get a portable device. I've been paying for it now while you're on bond for this case. I can't pay for it any further. Reduce his fees, please. The other thing that you need to understand is DWI is big business. There is a $3,000 surcharge that one normally tack onto this. I'm going to take it off now. But from now on, you ever pick up another DWI, that's a second. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 surcharge on a second DWI. Do you understand? All right. Good luck, sir. Thanks, Jimmy. You can wait now.
Judge, we're here on Jodicia Gillis. Last time we talked 2 days ago, you asked me for proof of her travel back and forth. That's her I-94. So when it says ARR, it means arrived in and departed from. So you can see, yes, she departs, arrives, departs. She's back and forth for years. Just a snippet. She works on H-2B visas for about 6 months to 2 years, depending on her contract, through various companies. Stein Erickson Collection, it's hospitality, was in 2020. South Carolina Kiowa Resort was 2022 to 2023. And then the most recent one, April to October of 2024, was St. Joe's Company Hospitality, where she works at various resorts. After that, she was here on a vacation visa, so she was not here illegally. And then she has to go back to Jamaica, get her new contract, and come back. So,
Have you seen this, Mr. Kemp?
I haven't, but I verified through DHS. So it wasn't a misrepresentation, but she was previously on a work visa. However, it expired last year. So legally speaking, she's on a tourist visa. And she has tried her hardest, but she's armed with allegedly $780,000. She's not an American national. She's out here on a tourist
So
visa.
what we would do is we would have her surrender a passport then.
yes, let's do it.
So I mean, that's what it says. Like if Judge rules out, it's going to be the first thing. But just because with the amount of money, just allegedly, the amount of money that she has stolen and the fact that she's here on a tourist visa, I'm still opposed at no bond, but if the court grants a bond, that would be my request for.
I mean, I'm okay, you know, we have no other criminal history, right?
No, Judge, but
It doesn't appear that she's a danger, right? She's got a young kid. Did the nursing thing work out?
No, but almost because of red tape. So I bought it with my own money, but because of red tape, they won't let me bring it. Don't worry, I just verified from Sylvia that at some point, we came upon the conclusion that if you deny the PR bond and if whatever, we're gonna bring her to court every day so she can pump. Then in the afternoons, she has to go to the hospital every day.
I don't know about, I'm not going to do a PR bond because I think that at the very minimum, you need to have some skin in the game so that you,
Okay, what kind of bond were you thinking?
I don't know what,
I said, I still stand by, I have to defer the court because I'm still standing on the no bond because of the circumstances. And so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but just in terms of the allegations and over the long period of time. And again, for the same reasons is that
I mean, she's alleged to have, what, I mean, close to $750,000.
So how much?
That's,
She's not convicted. This is the question I asked today. She's not convicted. She's charged. And we're not talking about the underlying facts. It was a 2B. There could be various defenses. All we're talking about is how to get her to Pennsylvania. But if we are considering the underlying facts, I would like to know how much Harris County, the sheriff's office, and this court values a mother's right to breastfeed. 770,000? If we're talking numbers, because she has been denied access. The Harris County Jail has admitted and is scrambling. And I'm talking CEO of Harris Health right now. Like they are scrambling. They have been asking me multiple times, why is she not getting a period?
All right, this is one of the craziest moments I've ever seen in a courtroom. We have a nursing mother just gave birth, charged with stealing $770,000 from Pennsylvania. She's been in custody for 6 days, and the jail won't give her a breast pump. Her lawyer is pleading, she's hand expressing in the shower, the CO of Harris Health is involved, and the judge just said, I can't show preference. But here's the thing, he set her bond at $1,000,000. That's insanely low for a near $1 million theft. So the question is this mercy, or is this just common sense? You tell me in the comments.
Why is she not getting a PR bond? So I'm asking you that on behalf of the people that I've spoken with, why she is not getting a PR bond, knowing that they cannot provide those facilities. And we're at the point where I have to bring her daily. I'm appointed and I paid for it with my own money. I'll donate a $300 pump, but they won't take it. So because of the red tape, she is.
bring her here so she can she use a pump here?
So I
You
bought.
guys okay with that?
That's the thing. They said, we don't know if they'll allow that because technically she can't go back to the holdover with the pump I bring. So that's asking me to every day bring a pump so she can pump. I'll go home, I'll disinfect it and I'll bring it back. But this is insanity, Judge. She's a nonviolent offender. We don't even know if Pennsylvania wants to pick her up. We're fighting, I mean, the state is fighting a battle and saying this woman cannot breastfeed. They barely are getting a pump. And I find this absolutely crazy. She's been in custody for 6 days. She has to go to the shower and hand express. They refuse to give her.
Look, she's charged with a criminal offense of.
I'm saying she's going back. She's going back.
$750,000. It just so happens that it happens at the time when she gives birth. I mean, it never, when someone gets arrested, it's never at the best time. Oh, you know what? Thank God I got arrested now. I mean, Shisa happens, right?
Sure.
It just does. But there's consequences to behavior.
And let's take her passport and make her go back. I have contact with her father who's going to come get her. I have contact with her mother. She's not leaving the country. There's no flight risk.
So for what it's worth, in terms of if she waived, I asked Amy to call to see if they flipped a waiver, because technically and legally, right now, they're only pursuing a governor's warrant because she's a refusal. So I asked Amy to call to figure out when the fastest they could come if she waived today. And she got a hold of Corporal. They're supposed to call her back today because the person in charge of it.
You know that Pennsylvania still.
That's the other question I asked, because technically the decision would lie with the prosecutor. So she's right now calling the DA's office in Pennsylvania, because the sheriff's office only obviously facilitates whatever that decision is. As far as what the extradition confirmation was, they are willing to extradite.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I can't show preference to anybody. I get it that she's, nursing and stuff, but how am I supposed to show preference to anybody? I have to be fair to everybody. I can't show preference.
It's a nonviolent, first-time offender.
Well, and so that's why
Flight risk.
I'm not asking you for $25,000 because otherwise in this type of situation, I would say no bond or somewhere in the neighborhood of like 25 grand. So I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Like $1,000?
I don't.
Fine,
1,000?
sure.
Okay.
There's consequence. Can you bring her out, please? Guys, do you mind bringing her out? Gillis?
And sorry, and this obviously is relevant, is were you able to confirm who actually has her passport to surrender? Because if that's going to be a condition of,
The DHS wherever she got arrested.
okay,
Oh, I'll ask her right now. She knows.
okay. Because I'll have to
So
call, because I'll
what's the
surrender.
actual charge? Is it like misappropriating?
So the way it was written was theft by deception, false impression. But then I'll have to well, because the alternative is if it's going to be kept in DHS, then it would be an order from the court that would be submitted to DHS so that they don't inadvertently release it to another authorized party. Because otherwise it would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office, which obviously to facilitate that, that's going to take a couple of days. So you have to bring it here and release. I don't know what kind of form they have to fill out. You know.
So I'm going to give this back to you. Do you want to see this? So it looks like she
Well,
does.
except for on the
She
travel.
does travel quite a
Did
bit.
I forward it to you? I don't, there's so many emails.
I don't take
Um,
issues on
Here,
the
you
travel
want
part.
Let's, come on, Amy, say they don't want her.
Well, they didn't answer. I think they're on lunch break because they closed during the lunch hour system.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did leave a voice message with the person that called you.
I will call after the approach.
Well, regardless though,
Well, no, I'm saying if they don't want to extradite, then the bond becomes irrelevant. If that's the
Then we
case.
don't have to fight.
I'll call, I'll figure it out. I'll get somebody.
I mean, I can't imagine that that's why, you know? Really.
It's Pennsylvania.
I don't
I don't know.
Who has your passport right now?
It's in Orden,
What do you mean holding? Like which?
here downstairs.
Oh, they have it here.
So then they would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's at the,
Yes, evidence.
got it, okay. So
Okay,
that's even
And
better.
I think Paria has a copy of the form if you don't already have one to
Okay.
have.
I'll email it.
so your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond so that you can go turn yourself in to Pennsylvania. I will acquiesce and I will set your bond at $1,000. However, before I do that, I'm ordering you to surrender your passport because I'm not going to trust you that you're not going to go. You do a lot of international flight and I don't want you to take off on me
No,
because I need you to answer the charges that you're wanted for out of Pennsylvania because that's what we do. So the other thing I need you to understand is that from the time that you bond out, we give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to
sir.
turn yourself in that jurisdiction. If you fail to do that, the bond that I set here now, I'm going to revoke it, set it at 0. I will not give you another one. I will issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. You can't run forever. I will get you, and this time I will physically hold you. And it doesn't matter if you're nursing this or if you're doing that. I don't care. You need to understand that. I
Understand.
cannot show you favorable treatment. I understand that you're nursing, but I have to treat everybody the same way. It doesn't matter if Jesus was here. I have to treat everybody the same way, and I do. I try to be as fair as possible, help you out as much as I can within the limits of the law. So understand, I'm happy to set you up. Well, otherwise, because if I thought you were a danger or flight risk, I wouldn't set your bond. So I am going to set you one, and it's a low bond at that, at $1,000. Normally it's, 5 to 10, but understand, I'm going to hold you to it. So if you just take off and you don't go turn yourself in, do you understand?
I was planning to drive over and not fly over, where it'll be a little bit more easier for me to get
That's
there.
probably a good,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, you'll get arrested at the
Shreya
airport. We already talked about
exactly
your
how to
dad
do it.
driving you.
You don't want to take another risk where they,
Yes, sir.
because understand, we're letting you out. That warrant is still a valid warrant. So you get stopped somewhere else, they'll take you into custody. So you have to be careful. The only other thing I'm going to say, don't wait till the last day
No, sir.
because, all right,
Understand.
quick. Anything else? Question?
No, I'll meet you back.
Well, do you think you'd be able to get it today for the passport surrender for,
Me?
well,
Oh, I'll do it right now.
okay,
Yeah, I'll make sure I don't leave the court without it.
okay.
I
I'll
have
stand
two
down until that.
passports, so I'd have to
What?
double check.
I
What do you mean you have
two,
two passports? Where are they?
because one is they're downstairs, so.
Okay, well, both of them will go.
Yeah, now it's both.
Because I think one is the H2B.
Well, guys, I'll let you
and-
talk about it.
Well, all your
Sorry.
passports, got it.
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Ms. Whitaker.
Name?
Ma'am, you are charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On September 4th, 2024, officers responded to an assault at In-Town Suites located at 9155 San Houston Highway in Harris County, Texas. This call slip advised that the manager was pepper sprayed by the defendant. The complainant, the manager, was transported to Houston HCA Hospital, and the officer reviewed the lobby security footage to observe the defendant approach the complainant, becoming increasingly irate as they conversed. While the defendant was arguing with the complainant, the defendant grabbed a pink-colored pepper spray canister and discharged it at the complainant. The defendant quickly exited the lobby and fled the scene in a red-colored Mercedes-Benz. The complainant told the officers that she was working the front desk when the defendant came in, upset about her reservation and demanded a refund. The complainant tried to explain to the defendant that she did not have the authority to issue a refund when the defendant pepper sprayed the complainant and ran off. The complainant positively identified the defendant through a photo array.
Okay. Ms. Whitaker, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of weapons, and not to go back to this location. If I find that you violate these conditions, if you become a danger to my community, I only have one place for you. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm not asking for much. Do you mind filing those conditions, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am?
No, sir, I'm not working.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. I need to know everything about you, how much money you have in the bank, what kind of,
There's no money in the bank.
whether you drive a Mercedes-Benz, what,
It's in my daughter's name. She pays for it.
I need to know everything about you,
You
ma'am.
can know everything.
Deputy Miranda, do you mind giving an application? Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, ma'am.
Judge, I'm sorry, there was one more. It's an off-docket arraignment. It's there next to you.
Okay.
I have Mr. Spence on your docket. He's present. The reason for the approach is I wanted to ask the court to consider modifying the MOEP or bond conditions for Mr. Spence. The complainant has communicated with the state that they're unopposed to the defendant and the complainant having contact, and that is the condition that we would like amended.
He's doing an online bib class. Does he have it done? Because once it gets done, the case gets dismissed and he's done.
You're absolutely right. This morning, he officially agreed to do the bib.
I have since January he's been working on it.
Well,
Given him more time in February. Now we're March 26th.
there was some communication with the state regarding which bib class to complete. That has been resolved. He's agreed to do it. It's a 16-hour online class.
I'm giving him 2 weeks. You know, really, we're now at 170 days. He doesn't have it done. Offer's been there since January.
I think we're okay with the 2 weeks, Judge. I just don't know how the court feels about amending the bond at this time.
Mr. Spence, come up.
And further background, there are some business transactions, legitimate business transactions between the complainant and the defendant. And they're both respecting the bond conditions and the MOEP, not having contact, but it's interfering with those business transactions, Judge.
Judge, we defer to the court. I will confirm everything defense has said.
Oh, you haven't confirmed it yet.
Well, no, I have confirmed it. I have been in contact with the complainant. She is asking to amend the bond conditions, but we would defer to the court to that ultimate decision.
Okay. Any prior assaultive history against the same complaining witness?
There is a prior assault with the same complainant. It
I'm
was
not going to do
dismissed.
it. No, he has a prior assault against this person that's just been dismissed. No. And I'm telling you now, your case is 170 days old. Since January, you've had an offer to have this case dismissed for you doing an online anger management course. You now have 2 weeks to get this thing done. If you don't have it done, I'm going to set your case for trial. Do you understand? Okay?
We'll get it done, Judge.
Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Likewise.
I'll get you. I am reporting on Sierra Mitchell.
Mitchell. Oh, is it a new case?
So, no, what happened was I was her felony appointed lawyer upstairs.
Oh, did it get,
It got dismissed, but they refiled it as a misdemeanor. And so I've already talked to the MAC and I was gonna request from the court that I'll be appointed as her MAC lawyer.
are you on the list to be appointed?
I am. I'm a MAC lawyer.
Already spoken with Morgan and she said she was fine as long as she got the green light from you.
I'm okay. Sure.
Okay, I'll make the request.
Yeah.
I'll just need your bar number when we're done.
Thank you for getting on our case.
No, no problem.
But we need to do bond conditions and
Yes,
stuff.
here's
It's an
the
arraignment setting.
Right. Here's the PSR and we
Okay.
can follow up.
Ms. Mitchell, come up. Good morning, Ms. Mitchell. Ma'am, you are charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. He has been gracious enough to now sign on to your case. He's doing it. So please.
On April 10th, 2024, the complainant stated that he got into an argument with his roommate, the defendant's boyfriend. The complainant stated the defendant scratched him while his arms were being held bound by the defendant's boyfriend. After, the defendant used her forearm to put the complainant in a chokehold with her knee on the complainant's back. The complainant stated the chokehold lasted around 6 seconds and his breathing was short and it was painful to swallow. The defendant also stated to the complainant, "I'll kill you, ho." The officers observed visible injuries to the complainant's face, chest, arms, back, and shin. The complainant stated that the estimated level of pressure on the neck was a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Ms. Mitchell, do you know of any dope or alcohol, anything of this nature?
Nothing alleged. No.
Ms. Mitchell, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. I'm also now granting what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Mr. Sims as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. If you violate this court order, they will file additional cases against you. A violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. But Ms. Mitchell, it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, you've gone AWOL, you pick up a new case, you become a danger to my community, it's not going to go well for you. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So she has a prior, okay, the impeding breath is this case now.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other prior?
No prior, no criminal history, Judge.
All right, I'm gonna set your bond at $100 and I'm going to grant you a PR bond today. But like I said, this is the only one. If I find that you become a danger, it's just not gonna go well. Do you understand that? Okay, I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat while we generate your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign them. And after that, you'll be free to go. Thanks.
Judge.
Mr. Chairman, raise your right hand, someone, please. Please someone certify that you've been convicted of a felony, namely, what's the aggravated robbery in Texas for 2000? And that you're reflecting the judge is out of the court, you also use the date.
Hey, Abigail? Abigail,
Yes.
need you with your computer.
Yes, absolutely. Sure.
See any other DWIs anywhere else, please?
All right. I get a cost number.
It's 253-9108.
Jobs.
In the same one, you send the choice. Okay. Mr. Jones, can you get your.
Not only that, can you run the license as well?
Just these two
For
for the
Nothing
DWIs.
else? Okay.
And then prior.
And then the license, please.
The license, yes.
This was the one that they built it in this one, I think it's one that to get it.
It is suspended for ALR.
Okay.
The end date is
Just say,
2026.
the end date is when?
2026.
Okay.
So next February.
Touchdown.
Oh, and Connor, we have news for you. Kenzie and I are leaving on Monday.
No, really?
We are sad to go, but
Oh, where are you going?
keep it up.
Okay. Where's she going?
Oh,
You know?
I don't know.
Really? Awesome.
Or my niece something.
Nice. So who, do we know we're getting 2 new people?
They're getting one host bar,
Okay.
goal right near the conference. And then,
Congrats.
and then you're getting John, he's one of our class, he's pretty good.
Okay, great.
One new, one old. And Blaze is staying. And Chief is
Stays,
staying.
right?
Yes, yeah, so. But new group.
Are you excited?
I am, I think so. I don't know a lot about juvenile, so I'll see how it goes.
It'll be a good learning
I
experience.
think so.
Yeah. Which court are you going to?
42nd,
Second.
Judge Nelson.
Okay, she's smart. She's good.
I've heard I need to be very uncomfortable with it, so.
Just preparedness is everything,
Yes.
you know? Law, you know, because you're not gonna get all the, like, you'll get to really see what, you know? It's gonna be fun.
My parents say that my job is exciting now. I'm like, wait until next week.
I hope you have a good chief, because that really is what makes or breaks your, you know, because a lot of times, and I don't want to know, I don't know if you get to really do what you want to do, what your heart tells you to do, but I hope.
Hey, do you need anything from, Spears, Larson? Okay, you good?
Thank you for the judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been a good argument.
Well,
But we'll be here till
you
Friday.
know, the idea is that it's easygoing, nice, fun, but stern when it needs to be, you know? Who's the young lady in back?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy? Okay, done. All right, coming up, guys. Mr. Jones.
You gave him members, right?
Yes.